Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It is obviously there's a message that someone needs to hear because I'm awake after midnight. It's probably also because there's a storm outside. I don't know if you could hear the rain in the background, but it sort of inspired me to, Spirit inspired me to bring this message to you. It's a pick a card reading about our finances. And typically I don't do readings about finances or romance, but in this case, I feel like Spirit really wants to get that message out and tell everyone, depending on which pile you pick, what message you pick, there is a message for you regarding your finances, the energy surrounding your finances, and advice from our guides. So if you guys are familiar with, some of you are familiar with how pick a card readings go, and some of you are maybe new to this channel, and if you're new and are not familiar with it, it is a very fun, interactive type of reading where you can connect with yourself to choose the appropriate message for yourself. And we have 3 piles, 1, 2, and 3, with healing stones. And I really feel as if you guys are, sorry I keep messing with this, there's a general energy, a very important need for Spirit to come through and speak to you about the energy surrounding your finances and the advice that's given for that. I will put timestamps in the description so you can jump right to whichever message you chose, whichever pile you chose. There's no wrong way to do this. And so when you get ready to choose a message, a pile, guys, just don't overthink this. Please don't overthink this. And all you have to do is rely on your own intuitive to choose which message is waiting for you, okay? Take a moment, please, to clear your energy, to clear the air around you and within you. Take some deep breaths in and exhale, allowing that energy to move and be moved to make room for these important messages. Okay, thank you so much again for being here, and I will see you on the other side. Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for being here. If you chose pile number 1 in this beautiful healing crystal here, you are in for a very special message from Spirit. I feel like this healing stone here is a beautiful representation of something clearing up. If you look at it closely, I don't know if you could see it, and let me let the camera adjust. There are lines in here of to me it almost seems like something's clearing up, and I can't tell you exactly what healing stone this is right now, because I'm not as well versed in healing stones as I'd like to be, but I do know, and I get a general energy from these. In this case, it feels like something is has kind of been kept you feeling sort of murky or maybe trapped or kind of stuck in an energy. But I feel like this stone, I feel like, see how part of it is clear and some of it is not? I feel like the air, the energy around your finances is clearing. It's like you've been fogged in for a while, but that fog is going away, okay? So in meditating over these cards, I really feel a very strong sense that I feel like you've done a lot of work, okay? For some reason, I'm seeing a farmer in the old days. that before all the fancy equipment was here and everything, he had to labor and toil. And he was in the fields plowing and planting and reaping the harvest later, but he was all that hard work that he did yielded some really good crops. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here in regards to your energy surrounding your finances. I feel like you have done a lot of hard work, working on yourselves, allowing these changes to come in, allowing the process of change to come in for you. And this is what I feel the energy, this is what Spirit is saying the energy is here with your finances. If you see the purple here, it's not a trick of the camera. It is some lighting that I have in the background. It's the string lights, and they're purple. So we'll deal with that for right now. I'll take a break in a minute and shut it off. But this is a cornucopia card, okay? This card is all about your hard work paying off. And I know that for some of you, you've heard it over and over again about finances and coming in and something good coming in, but I feel like you're ready to accept that it's coming in now. And the reason I feel like that for you is because you've been doing a lot of work. And the work that you've been doing has been, some of it has been painful. It has been feeling like a long journey on this road where you didn't feel rewarded. You didn't feel like there was anything here for you financially. And it almost felt like you're doomed to a life of, trying to make ends meet, or struggles, or maybe you lost money in the stock market, or maybe, and it got you down. It got you feeling like maybe this is what I was supposed to be, not wealthy, not, comfortable in my financial life. But Spirit says, hang on, because this cornucopia is right in front of you. You just don't see it, or you haven't. But it's here, and guys, it's going to come rolling in, kind of like the tide. It comes in, and the tide comes in and goes out every day, and we don't realize it because we're not really thinking about it, right? But Spirit is saying, this tide is special. Whatever is coming in for you, it is coming to shore, to where you are planted, because you've done the work, and Spirit rewards those who have done the work, the inner work, and moving into a place of abundance, because you feel abundant inside of yourself, guys. I feel like this is a really amazing opportunity here. Something that you're not seeing, or that you haven't seen. Maybe you gave up on this dream a long time ago. And Spirit is saying there's a cornucopia coming in for you guys. All the hard work that you've done, please believe. It's when you doubt and when you just throw your hands in the air and give up, that's when the universe is like, hey, I thought you wanted this. So if you want this, why are you giving up? You just needed to do some work. You needed to clean up some things with your energy before this cornucopia, before these blessings come rolling in financially. I'm seeing coins. It's almost a feeling of somebody saving up their pennies. Maybe I'm looking around your home for spare change, or I almost feel like you feel like a pauper. I think that's the word, P-A-U-P-E-R, maybe. But I feel like maybe you feel like someone who's sort of out in the cold regarding financial stability and abundance. And maybe you're listening or watching and you don't feel it and you're like, really? I don't feel that. Like there's no hope for my job. There's no whatever. And maybe that's true. Maybe you are moving on from a job, but it's to something better, guys. And Spirit says, have faith in this cornucopia. Please have faith. Don't give up. Because the work that you've done on yourself and in your life, I feel like this message is for people that are very in tune with their spiritual, or maybe just getting into the spiritual part of your life. But I feel like you're very, there's sort of a magnetic energy between you and prosperity. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. That maybe there is a very real sense of this magnetic energy surrounding prosperity in your life, okay? And I feel like you've been on a journey, and at times you were really, really focused on and putting it out there for the universe that you want to finally be in stability. I feel like a lot of you are humble in that way. Like you don't want to ask for too much, but you want to make sure that you're on stable ground and you could pay your bills and you could, provide for your family or for yourself or whatever the case is. So I feel like you have been in that place. I'm sorry, it's hard to see right now. Of on that journey of working on yourself. And I feel like at times when you look away from the clock, so to speak, time goes faster. And I feel like you've been really focusing like on overload with this manifestation of money. And Spirit says you don't need to. You can put it out there and you can, put out that desire, whatever it is that you want. And I feel like for some of you, you're really coming into this beautiful place of like this clearing where all that other stuff that was in the way, you couldn't get to your ability to manifest, right? I feel like you couldn't move past certain things. You were hyper focused on this because there was too much other energy in the way. But along the path, along your journey, you cleared a lot of that karmic energy out. Okay, you allowed this this change to come in, to clear out the old energy that was kind of choking out or suffocating this beautiful magnetic energy and ability that you have to manifest. So once you clear all that out, you're in a much better place to manifest the things that you desire. And it's not even about deserving those things, guys. It's not about deserving. It belongs with you. And so I believe that once we clear those things out, I'm seeing tumbleweeds, okay? Like if you see in a Western movie or something, tumbleweeds kind of rolling in with the wind, and they're just kind of rolling around. And they're not really pretty to look at. I feel like it's that kind of energy that has been with us on this journey for a while, for some of you years. And there are certain things on our path that have to be healed before we can move into this place of self-empowerment and being able to use our abilities to manifest, okay? I feel like for some of you and a lot of you, you're coming into a place of really tapping into your third eye, tapping into your spiritual life purpose, tapping into your guys, we're just scratching the surface when it comes to what our abilities are, our gifts that we're given so we can help heal others and ourselves. We're just tapping into that. We're just scratching the surface. And so Spirit says there's a deep awakening happening here for you guys. And it all comes together in the same energy as that abundance and cornucopia, that feast that's coming in for you. Some of you may even have been very low on finances and maybe even low on food at times. But Spirit says you're never going to go without. And because you've been doing this work, because you've been giving, for some of you, you would give your last crumb to someone else. Because you're that kind of person, you're that kind of energetic being, you're very loving and giving and nurturing, and you would give up your last drop of water for someone else. And Spirit says for that, guess what you get? You get a cornucopia, you get a well-deserved reward. You get financial stability. And guys, for some of you, it may not happen like that, like in a snap of a finger, but you're going to see a spark here and there. You're going to see the momentum start to build. You're going to have a little extra money where you didn't have that before. I truly believe that this is an opportunity for advancement in the area of finances for you guys. Okay, I'm so happy that you chose this pile. And guys, I before these readings begin, I don't really know word for word what they're going to be. Spirit comes through and I trust these messages. I have faith and I claim this as well as you. This reading, this promise, this reward that's coming in for all of us. Okay, I feel like when I said I saw coins, I saw they were very shiny gold coins, okay? For some of you, I don't know, maybe you've invested in something and it hasn't paid off, but I feel like there's some sort of reward coming for your patience and for your hard work. Let me just check this other card here. Okay. Sorry for the pause. I had to pause the video for a sec because those purple lights behind me were bothering me because they were reflecting off the cards. So Buddha prepares. So this card, guys, what Spirit is saying here is this. A lot of you have been really focused on your inner light, on healing, on allowing changes, and the world around you has been kind of moving in their own, to the beat of their own drum, but you have been focused on really making changes in your life, and you've been focused on not allowing the influences of the outside world to get to you. You have been like the Buddha that prepares, the Buddha that trains to focus on what's going on in his or her, his, I think Buddhas are, I don't know if there are any women, I want to call them monks, or I don't know what this is, but this Buddha prepares. I'm sorry, I didn't mean any disrespect. I just wasn't sure if women practice this. He reminds me of a monk, okay? That's what I'm trying to get at. And so I wasn't sure if women are monks or not. I don't know. But all I know is this energetic being here is in his own spiritual sanctuary, focusing on the betterment of his path, his journey, okay? And so I truly believe, guys, that for all of us who chose this card or who's been on this spiritual journey, that you've been really, really in tune. And for some of you, you're coming into that realization that you're in tune and that the answers lie within. The answers lie within yourself, guys. And that when you take the time to dedicate yourself to these meditations or just going inward, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy like setting up an altar or anything like that. You can do it anywhere, anytime. And the more you do it, the better you get. And so as this Buddha prepares here, I feel like Spirit's saying, the people in white around him represent purification. So he's gone through a lot of lessons in his path, and I feel like whatever lessons he's gone through, he doesn't view them as bad. They're lessons of bringing in purified energy, which actually goes hand in hand with body, mind, spirit. So whatever spiritual actions he's taken here to clear the energy out of the tumbleweeds that don't belong out of this beautiful picture, that's really important that you guys take time to do this. Or maybe you have, and Spirit's like, you're so close now. You're so close to I don't want to say the finish line. I want to say maybe, though, to the end of an old chapter that where you felt lack of, and you felt like you were always struggling to make ends meet. But Spirit says, because you took the Buddha approach, you allowed things to naturally clear and purify, and you allowed these changes to happen in your life for a better, more uplifting life. That brings in that cornucopia of blessings financially for you guys. Okay? Now, I'm going to say what Spirit asks me to say. I'm not the kind of reader, and I say this all the time, I'm not the kind of reader that can tell you that you're going to win the lottery on Friday or Saturday or a month from now. But I can tell you that there's some things coming in that it's like the change of seasons, and after a long hot summer you feel it in the air, depending on what area you live in the country. Here in New England, we feel the inklings of fall with how the air kind of comes in, kind of refreshing, kind of cool, and it's like that change that is coming in for you. I feel like you're feeling it, like you're just done with the same life. You want a better life. And I feel like Spirit's saying here, there's an epiphany here. There's something that you haven't seen. There is a joy through spiritual growth, and that's where this Buddha comes in, right? And guys, I'm not encouraging any religion. I'm just saying this is an example of our inner light. We're all energetic beings of light, okay? So Archangel Raziel is here to say there is joy through spiritual growth and all the hard work that you've done. There's joy in that growth. You've been a light to others. I feel like you have been, and you've shared your gifts with others, and you've helped others heal in whatever way you have. And I feel like this card is so fitting for this Buddha prepares, because I feel Spirit saying this epiphany comes to some of you in a dream, to some of you in deliberate action of meditation, taking time out to meditate and to really feel into not just one thing, not just saying what about the money what about the money situation, guys? What is it? It's more about you opening up to whatever you need to know, whatever you need to feel, and opening up to and giving yourself permission to be in that place where you allow those changes to come in. And guys, you may think at first that has nothing to do with your financial stability, because this is like a more spiritual thing, but your finances are spiritual. See, it's about understanding the importance of body, mind, spirit, so that you can it takes a village. That's kind of what I'm hearing. So it's kind of hand in hand, body, mind, spirit, getting to that place of peace, getting to that purification within your thought process of how you feel about money and where it fits in your life. And Spirit says it's all energy. It is all energy. So don't look at it like it's something that you, how do I say this? You haven't had, and you're just hyper focused on the lack of. He's saying it's kind of the way you look at your finances and how it belongs and fits in with you. That's been a big part of this all along, guys. I've been saying this. I haven't always felt it, but I'm feeling it more now. I feel like the more we factor money into our life, not just as paper, paper money that you have to pay bills with, you have to buy food with, you have to use it for clothing, for gas in your car, for everything. But Spirit says, don't look at it like it's something separate from you. This is part of you. This is energy. You want a seamless flow of energy in your life, and money is part of that. Is part of that. And so many times we don't consider money a part of our life. We see it on another island somewhere where we want it really bad, but we don't know how to get to it. And Spirit says part of that is opening up to allowing money to not be your enemy, to not be your, take precedence over anything else. Money's part of you, just like everything else in your life is part of you, right? And our bodies, our heart beats, it pumps the blood for us, keeps it circulated. It, the brain, right? It fires neurons or whatever. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to go into that. But I'm saying all those pieces and parts in our body keep us moving. So it only makes sense that money, which is also energy, flows with us in a steady flow within our body, mind, spirit. That's what Spirit is trying to say here. Let's see. I knew Archangel Michael was here. I felt him before I even did this reading. I just love Archangel Michael. I really love that energy. It's a very beautiful, protective, uplifting. I always feel like Archangel Michael is that sort of like that angelic big brother type of energy that is here to protect you, and you always feel safe. Okay, that's what I feel with Archangel Michael. And so that card that popped out, interestingly enough, the card that popped out before it was the Epiphany card. This is Archangel Michael saying, you've got it. This is an ace. This is the real deal. This is the hand of God coming down to say, you've got a beautiful mind. You were blessed with that brain of yours to align with that soul of yours, that body, mind, spirit energy to come up with something new. I told you there's an epiphany here. There's something coming in, either through a dream, through meditation, through something that you hear. I feel like it's sorry, the lights just flickered because we're having a storm here. But this energy is, it's that beautiful alignment within yourself, opening up, removing the tumbleweeds out, removing whatever chaotic energy is out, making room for new ideas, for inspiration, for motivation, for epiphanies, guys. It is the real deal here. This is something coming in, an idea or something that you didn't see before. I'm going to read the card, but normally I don't go by what the description says, but I feel like it might pertain to some of you. This card is a card of freedom from overthinking things. It's a card of amazing, amazing uncovering of, it's just like this, how do I say this? It's like instant ideas or motivation or inspiration to kind of move you into this place where you're just there's new ideas coming in. There's new, maybe you're going to create something that's not patented. So you're going to patent it, and it's going to be a successful adventure for you, or adventure. And I feel like for some of you, you may, this money card, this money reading, you may even be going into in the field of financial, maybe a trader, maybe stock market. Maybe some of you are going into a field of being a financial educator, offering a service to people. I don't know, there's something coming in. It's total, it's like flipping over a card. Like here you were, you're flipping over something brand new. And I feel like it's really coming in for some of you through, you may even go, I'm hearing dream interpretation, so you may want to look into your dreams. But I do feel that for some of you, and for a good portion of you, it's coming in through a dream. You're having an epiphany. Yesterday, I did have an epiphany. It really was maybe to some quite simple, but to me it was like, why didn't I think of this before? And so this, it wasn't just an idea, it was a feeling, guys. It was a peaceful knowing, that's exactly what I need to do. This is what I need to do. Looking forward to be a co-creator on this financial journey of mine, okay? On this journey. And so in this case, financial journey. Guys, it's coming in. If you haven't already been feeling that this month is going to be better, like a relief, you're starting to feel the relief. You're starting to feel the momentum build for this, these opportunities, or increase in a lot of things. I'm hearing faith, faith on your journey, in your path, faith in your ability to co-create on your journey, to make your life better, to really feel as if you belong with this good life, right? No matter where you are in life. And I feel that whatever this is, it is a turning point as the season changes, as fall is approaching, as the leaves start to go from green to whatever beautiful color they're going to, before they fall off the tree. It is a upgrade for you, movement and vitality, new vitality for you, very colorful movement forward, okay? You may even start to, maybe some of you are creative and you're going to start selling your, whatever you make. I feel like you make things by hand. I myself am a painter, looking into that. And up to this point, recently, I never would have imagined I could sell my paintings. But there's things like that coming in, guys, opportunities. It's putting yourself out there, knowing that you belong with success, with prosperity, with abundance, okay? So know that that's coming in for you. That's the energy around you. I do hope, I hope that you have felt some inspiration with this reading. I hope that you feel some relief with this reading. Guys, you have to be in that place where you feel you belong. Because this isn't empty promises. This isn't a pipe dream. This is you making this happen for you. Okay? Believe in yourself. Know this. You weren't destined to be struggling your whole life. Okay? Body, mind, spirit, that money, It's not the enemy. It is it belongs with you. It's part of you. So go for whatever it is you need to go for and feel the presence of something very beautiful that's already in your life. You just didn't see it. And know that this is a beautiful time for you. Okay? There's no going backwards. There's no going back to the way you felt about not having money and never going to have money and always going to be struggling. No, 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 no. That is representative. That's a symbol. That's sort of significant symbolization of how you felt about yourself. Like you were just going to be bound to be that way forever. And Spirit says, as you cleaned up your energy, you cleaned up everything else that goes along with that, and that includes money. Okay? I love you guys so much, and I'm so thankful that you've been here and interacted with this reading. And I really wish you all the best, and I'm sending my love and light to you as well. God bless all of you. Namaste. Welcome back, guys. If you chose pile number 2, and you chose this beautiful healing stone here, then you're in for a very special message from Spirit regarding your finances. What energy is around your finances right now, guys? What energy is around your money? I feel like whatever has been lucrative for you, or the potentiality of being something lucrative in your life financially, I feel like it's been kind of held back. And I feel a very strong sense of, a very real sense of forgiveness, okay? There's been this kind of, what's that phrase, elephant in the room, where there's something that you haven't forgiven yourself for. Or there's a possibility that you haven't forgiven a partner, maybe it could be a business partner, a spouse, or somebody that, or it could be a sibling you loan money to, and now you're out that money. But I feel like you've been cheated, and maybe even that you cheated yourself with some decisions that maybe you didn't realize weren't the best at the time, but it could have just been about bad timing. But Spirit says here, listen, I'm here. This is Master Jesus, okay? And he's saying, I'm the healer of the ages. But what he's saying here, and what Spirit is saying, is there's a great healing at hand here. And I think some of you may have gone through it. Maybe you've already healed that something inside of you that prevented you from moving forward financially or successfully. And Spirit says that's the key, don't you know? And I've been saying this for a while. Body, mind, spirit, you have to be in alignment, guys, in order to bring in that abundance. Spirit says it's been sitting here for a while for you. You just haven't seen it. You haven't seen it because there's that big elephant in the room, that big guilt feeling or shame, whatever it is. Maybe you're mad at yourself because you loaned someone money and they didn't pay you. Maybe you're upset because you made a financial decision that didn't pay off. Maybe you're upset with yourself because you trusted someone to handle your money and it didn't go well. But whatever the reason is, Spirit says this is the key to your prosperity and abundance moving forward. This is the key to your success, is forgiveness. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go to somebody who stole money from you and say, oh, it's all okay, it's all okay. You could, it's more about forgiving yourself, guys. That's what this is. Forgiving yourself. Whatever someone did to you in the past, or whatever situation you were in, you gotta let that shit go. You have to let it go, because it's not part of you. That's someone else. That's their journey, not yours. Yes, something affected you in that way, but that truly is their journey to deal with, their karma to deal with. Your job, excuse me, my mouth is dry. Your job is to forgive yourself. Whatever someone else did, whatever happened in the past with your money, it didn't work out, whatever, it's in the past. Spirit says there's plenty more out there. Why do you want to stay in that energy where you're focusing on dirty money is what I'm hearing. And so Spirit is saying there's so much more out there for you. There's so much more. And it's better because you're not going back to revisit something that was toxic, okay? So in the spirit and the energy of forgiveness of yourself, of the situation, of leaving that behind, there's more out there for you. I feel like some of you are hyper focused on retrieving money that someone took from you. They owe it to you, you're going to take them to court or whatever it is you're going to do. By all means, do what you need to do. But I feel like Spirit is saying, you don't want that toxicity. You don't want to drag this out. You need to move forward with your own energy, on your own path, on your own journey, okay? Spirit says, the minute you do that, you forgive the whole debacle or whatever it was that didn't work. It's like this clean energy comes in and sort of washes away that dirty laundry, dirty energy, and the new comes in. So there's so much more for you guys. Yeah, see here, ghosts from the past, right here. That's what I feel. I feel like this is ghosts from the past that you're still holding on to some of that stuff. It's still, no matter what you do, it's with you. And Spirit says it's time. It's time to let go of all of that toxicity because it doesn't belong with you. It dims your light. Guys, there's something I'm seeing. You know that paper, graph paper maybe? It's got like a lot of lines, vertical and horizontal. So I'm seeing that for some reason. I feel like it's a ledger. So I feel like some of you have been keeping track. I think some of you have been hyper-focused on the past. And I feel like you've been keeping track, like in a ledger, of those events. It's like you won't let yourself forget it. And Spirit says, and I feel like maybe some of you feel like you owe it to yourself to see this through and punish whoever did that to you, or you want the situation to be, I feel like you're sort of focusing on the karma that should come to somebody because of something they did. And it may even be you're blaming yourself, but I feel more like you're blaming someone else, and that may very well be justified, but Spirit says don't linger in that. They did what they did. It happened. But you know what? When you surrender to forgiveness and moving forward, all of that shifts to something even better. Like whatever money you lost, more money will come in. More than that. That's what I'm feeling with this energy regarding surrounding your finances. And so Spirit says, yeah. Look at this. This is amazing. Solutions, okay? So this angel comes in to say, success. It comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Bam. There you go. That coincides. That really confirms what I was just feeling from Spirit saying there's a better way, there's a solution to moving forward in prosperity and success, and that is by healing and forgiving that whole situation. It's in the past. Why do you want to relive it? I don't like to think about stuff like that because it's not even about burying your feelings about it. It's about how do I say this? It's painful energy to revisit. because it wasn't pleasant, whatever it was that happened. Okay, so I'm really feeling that unpleasant feeling. That's why I said what I said. And so there is a solution here. There is, if you look at these cards, they all have the number 5, guys. Look, 5, 1, 5, and 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 is change. And so I feel like these changes coming in for you guys surrounding money, it's really about moving away from that energy. And you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry that you lost a pile of money, or, you know, someone, you know, fooled you or duped you into investing in something, or loaning them money and you never got it back. You never saw a return. In fact, your money may be diminished from investing in something. Spirit says let it go. It's toxic money anyways. So let it go, because it was in a toxic energy, a toxic time. Time to move forward to better opportunities, to cleaner energy now. That's what is needed in order to bring these finances to a healthier place, okay? And so Archangel Shamuel is here. And so, like I said, there is a better way, right? I'm having a hard time with the lighting here for some reason, so I apologize. This card is about perspective. It is about moving into a more lucrative mindset rather than lack of and what you lost. Spirit says there's so much more out there than what you lost. Don't you know that? So moving into a new perspective. Guys, the energy surrounding you financially right now is purifying. It's forgiving. It's your fortune, your money is waiting for you. And this is not a dream. It's not a pipe dream. It's not an empty promise. It's not, oh, I'm this guru financial reader. Here you go. Here's a shot of an injection of a fairy tale fantasy. I'm not, no offense to other readers, not at all. But I'm saying that's not what this is. This is pure energy. Your energy. The energy around you right now. That's what this is. Okay? So look at it that way. Money is energy. It's part of you. And it's like having, if you ever washed money in your laundry, like in your clothes, you stuck some money in your pocket, got washed, and when you take it out of the wash, you realize you washed your money, and it kind of fell out in the washing machine or something, so you're picking it up, the dollar bills are soaked. So it's like having that heavier energy versus the light energy, where, you know, you have clean money. You know what I mean? Like, if I can get this right, you take these fresh bills of money out of the bank or whatever, but you have this other, on the other hand, you have this other money that's been kind of put through the ringer in the wash. And so it's like, okay, I can't use this money right now because it's really wet and it's heavy and it's been through the cycle. But so that's that kind of difference in energy. It's a heavy energy, the old energy, whatever it was that you lost. I'm not saying don't go take someone to court over it. I'm saying get past it, let it be done, and move on, because there's so much more out there for you, a better energy, something so worthy of you that was not worthy of you, that was meant to show you that your perspective has to change on how you feel about money. Your perspective has to change on how you feel like you need vengeance, or you need that person to pay the price. I feel Scorpio energy here with that, in regards to that. But yes, it's a difficult situation when somebody dupes you, or you lose money somehow. But I feel that as soon as you forgive that situation, forgive yourself, and you let that person be, to step out of the spotlight of control, because a form of it constantly thinking about the justice that needs to be served to this person or this event, whatever happened, is putting you like you're in control of a sticky, nasty, toxic energy. And Spirit says you're so much better than that. Move on. Move on. Let that be their journey. Let that be that situation. Whatever it was, guys. Okay, you're in the present. You have to allow yourself to move out of that now. Yeah, that's hard. I know when I lose things, not even money sometimes, if I lose some things that I can't find it, I don't know what I did with it, I knew I had it, it bothers me. I'll fall asleep, I'll toss and turn, trying to think what did I do with it. But Spirit's like, when you stop resisting and you accept what happened, it happened. I misplaced something, I lost something. Maybe you lost something, you know, whatever the situation is. You embrace that. You stop the overthinking. You stop the obsessive, they need to pay the price, or I'm never going to stop until I get vengeance. When you lose that energy and you get rid of it, you move into calmer waters where the doors of opportunity for an upgrade in your finances will happen, not can happen, will happen. It's up to you. You have control over that. And Spirit says, I'd rather see you have control over that, you know, choosing to walk away from that other toxic energy. Spirit saying, I'd rather see you take control over that than be in control in that toxic energy. So, guys, I really, really feel like you're moving into setting your mind free, right? Because I think this is driving some of you up the freaking wall. I swear, I feel that energy for some of you. I feel like you're tapping your fingers, you're biting your fingernails. I feel like you're just in this constant energy of just being upset about what happened. And guys, I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I'm saying you shouldn't linger in it. We're human beings. We're going to feel upset. We're going to feel resentful. We're going to feel like that person violated. Someone took something from me, or you lost money somehow. And you feel like, you know, that. But Spirit says what's done is done. And you're not supposed to bury yourself in guilt or bad feelings, because we're human beings meant to live and experience things. And so next time we won't make those same situations happen for ourselves. So guys, I really have enjoyed this reading with you. I have really felt that energy of frustration that you have felt from the past, but guys, it is the past. And it's time to move forward to something more beautiful, and you have that waiting for you. You've got to get past this this big, gigantic blockage that's in the way for you. And this is not meant to be negative, guys. This is meant to be an eye-opener for you. Are you going to experience your finances increasing or improving in your life? Guys, it's up to you. You have to make that effort to allow yourself to move on from those things. Okay? Until you do, that energy is like a magnet to the universe. You're just going to be in the same situation. And I'm telling you, you may encounter brief, like periods where, you won 100 or 200 on the lottery or whatever. But Spirit says there's so much more for you. You deserve so much more. So much more belongs with you. Allow yourself to open up to that forgiveness and movement on the path you're supposed to be on. Okay? take a deep breath, breathe it all in, ask for assistance with forgiving and moving past the situation, whatever it was, and watch yourself. I feel like for some of you, when you do this and you allow yourself to forgive yourself and the situation and to move forward and leave it in the hands of your divine creator, leave it to the universe to correct that situation. It's not up to you. That when you do that, I feel like there's such a big shift in your energy that, I don't know, I feel like there's opportunities. Like maybe you come across money, you find money here and there. I feel like you are going to start seeing that come in, where you'll experience, you get a check in the mail and you're like, oh, this company or whatever, maybe you had money out there that you didn't know about. Someone owed you money, they did an audit and realized, oh, we owe you, we overcharged you for something. But I feel like you're going to have these little surprises that come in as you work towards healing and forgiving. You're going to see it as you go. And I do feel like that's going to inspire and motivate you to work even more on moving past the past. But I do feel like you'll see these things coming in. Maybe you find money somewhere. Maybe money comes in. Maybe you win the lottery. Maybe maybe a relative leaves you something and it took a long time for it to get to you. I feel like it's there for you guys. It's not that it's not. You have to allow yourself. You know, you can also speed up the process of reaping this abundance by allowing yourself to move past whatever happened before and the way you looked at money, okay? Because you put money, and I'm not judging you, but you by staying in that unforgiveness energy, you kind of put money in that category too. So how's it supposed to grow if it's stagnated, if it's sort of suffocated by bitterness? I'm telling you, it all aligns with your spirit, with how you feel about yourself. I'm going to let you go now, and I wish you a very beautiful day and days ahead. And know that financial abundance is here for you, but you have to do your part, guys. And I know you will. So, God bless all of you. Until next time, namaste. Welcome back, guys. If you chose pile number 3, you have a beautiful message waiting for you with the healing energy of this citrine. I think it's citrine. It might be called honey citrine. Healing stone. It is here for you. This healing energy is surrounding you now regarding your finances to sort of clear, purify, and help you along the way with patience, with endurance, with faith. And as we go into this reading and look at the cards here, what Spirit has to say, in meditation over these cards, I was feeling a very strong sense of you've been playing the waiting game for a long time and you're about at the end of your rope. That's what I kind of feel with some of you here. Bear with me. I'm going to take a sip of water. And in meditation with this message here, I felt Spirit saying, you know what, they don't realize how close they are to realizing a upgrade in their finances. And yeah, I feel like it is like you've been put that intention out there for a while now regarding finances and money. And I feel like for some of you, it's specific things. Like you've been manifesting, some of you have been manifesting a new home, a new car, something you've been eyeing that's makes you feel like like it's luxurious. Could be clothing. But I feel like some of you have been waiting too for an opportunity to have a place to wear these clothes, or maybe you have been waiting for an opportunity to, do you really feel like you belong with a whatever kind of car it is, right? But I feel like you are ready to acknowledge that you are worthy of all those things. And I feel like you will have a nice opportunity, finally a stable income coming in that you'll be able to save money to, that you're calling in these things because you feel that you're worthy of them now. I feel like maybe you weren't feeling you were worthy of them before. So Spirit says, listen, you've had patience, and you've been very patient, a lot of you. And I feel like you have put your intention out there and you've had your faith. But it's been a long time since you've been manifesting these things. For some of you, I feel like you're manifesting wealth and money to help others. And I feel like it's maybe family members that you're trying to help. You want to help them. And you see yourself helping them. You've already imagined what you would do for these loved ones in your life if you only had the money, right? That's what I feel. And so Spirit is saying this patience here. I feel like Spirit's saying, have patience. Divine timing is at hand. I feel like that's sort of in the past, and I feel like that patience that you've had is, I feel like you don't have to wait much longer. So let's see what Spirit has to say here. Yeah, there's a fated meeting that's happening here. Guys, you're either connecting with somebody that's a financial expert, or there's a fated meeting with somebody that's going to give you an opportunity to showcase your skills. I feel like your creativity. Like some of you who are artists, or you have a talent in some way. There's a fated meeting with someone, and it leads to an upgrade in your financial stability, your financial situation, even your a different venue, a different circle of friends. Not saying that your friends weren't good enough, but saying that this fated energy brings you into being in the right place at the right time. That's what I kind of feel. Like, it's like, okay, you've been in this chapter long enough. It's sort of like God coming down and airlifting you in his beautiful, big, energetic hand, like kind of picking you up and placing you somewhere else, because there's somebody coming in. There's a fated meeting. For some of you, this could be you've been trying for a while to either buy a house or refinance or get a loan of some sort or something like that. But I feel that whoever this fated meeting is with, it's going to help you financially. I don't necessarily think this is romantic. This is financial, guys. This reading is about finances, about money. It could be that some of you have been struggling and you've been single for a while. It could be that you're meeting someone and you're coming together in all ways, including combining incomes. This is about an upgrade in your finances and your money, okay? So whatever happens here in your situation, whatever resonates with you, you're coming together with someone who actually helps you in some way, shape, or form to increase the money coming into your account, to coming into your energy, into your life. I'm seeing an old car kind of broken down, and I'm seeing you walking away from it. Somebody's walking away from this old car. It has rust on it, or it's been good to you, but now it's done. It's old. And I see you walking away from it and having the money to buy a brand new car or something much better, right? But I feel like I feel like you're appreciative though of what you had, and that is a big key here. The universe is like, because you were appreciative, you did appreciate that car. There's something good coming in for you. And while you hate to give that car up, this, guys, I feel like, I don't know, you walk away with a sense of, it's an appreciation. It is a gratitude. And so for that, the universe is like, okay, so let's help you get something worthy of you that you feel you deserve. You feel it belongs with you. Okay, it's time. And so this fated meeting, whoever it is, it opens up all kinds of doors for you. Something that you've been needing for a long time: a car, a home, a maybe organic food versus regular unorganic food or whatever, because organic food can be pricier. But I feel like you're treating yourself better now. And you're not settling anymore. You're not settling. That's why this fated meeting is coming in. Because it is a meeting, I'm hearing meeting of the minds in one scenario here. So you're meeting with somebody that is very informative, a lot of help to you, somebody that can advise you to build upon something lucrative, okay? I feel like it's not overdue. I feel like some of you have been waiting a while, but you've had that faith, you've had that patience. So I feel like you might even know that this is coming in. Let's see what else Spirit has to say here. Yeah, see? Somebody is coming in that fated meeting to acknowledge your accomplishments, to acknowledge your hard work, and to finally say, listen, I really appreciate everything you've done. You have been the backbone of this company. You've held, how do I say it? You've held up the wall, so to speak, while everybody else was on quarantine or sent home during this time. You kind of held it together, and you really produced above and beyond what we ever thought. And so for that, we appreciate you, and we'd like to offer you an upgrade in your position, your career. But for some of you, I feel like this Chariot, this coming in, it's because of your determination. This is a career advancement. This is an acknowledgement of success by your peers, by your management. This could even be an acknowledgement by somebody you don't know. Somebody that's been watching you with your work, maybe watching your work, watching you do whatever it is you do. Maybe you've been a healer, you've been on this life purpose journey, this spiritual mission, and somebody has been watching you, watching your videos, or watching what you do, or is very appreciative of what you've done. Maybe you've healed someone's loved one. Maybe you've nurtured them to their last breath, and somebody wants to reward you. There is a reward coming in. There is some kind of upgrade. For some of you, this is an upgrade in your career, which brings in more finances. For some of you, this is a monetary gift from somebody who's so appreciative of what you did for their loved one. I feel like this could be sort of an opportunity to either a debt is forgiven, and it takes a big stress off of you, or a big load off of your financial burdens. But something is coming in with this energy of the Chariot on the wings of love is what I'm hearing. So this Chariot energy brings in that movement that kind of takes you by surprise. It might even kind of rock you where you're standing a little bit because you weren't expecting it, but it's all good. It's saintly. It's sort of like this saintly energy. Like, I feel the energy of like a Mother Teresa or a Mother Mary type of energy, where it's they weren't afraid to dive in and do the work they needed to do, right? To nurture, to love, to care for other people. I know Mother Teresa, I think she was either created orphanage or was instrumental in creating that for children, because she would see children parentless or homeless, and she did not have a problem picking them up literally off the street and giving them security, love, food, warmth, comfort, security. And I feel like some of you have been doing this throughout your life. And Spirit says, listen, you deserve so much. You deserve so much for what you've done, for who you are, for what you've been through, and sacrificing your time, your energy for this beautiful cause. And something is coming in that's rich in blessings for you in that way. So Archangel Gabriel is here to say, yeah, there's an energy coming in that is so beautiful. It's uplifting, it's joy, it's playful energy, it's everything that you haven't been feeling lately. And so Spirit says, listen, follow those passions, follow them, because they lead you to something beautiful. And opportunities are coming in for you because of your hard work. Look at this angel here. And look at this person with the staff. It has a light, right? And so there is a coming out of lack of or struggling. There is something coming in, a lot of blessings coming in for you for all the work you've done, for the patience that you've had. There's many blessings coming in, not just monetarily, but that's a huge part of it, guys. Spirit says this is a promise. This is something that you can look forward to. And because it's part of you, because it's part of who you are, who you've been, where you've been, what you've done for others, and the selfless hours and love and nurturing that you've given to other people, or maybe even an opportunity to go into a career that gives you that opportunity to give more love, nurturing, caring for others. Maybe even you're going into a nursing opportunity. Maybe you're being led to be a doctor of some sort, a therapist, a psychiatrist, a whatever, physical therapist, whatever it is. There's an opportunity for advancement for you into a more fulfilling career, which brings in more money. And guys, there's nothing wrong with having money. I know people, and I grew up in an environment where people thought you had to sacrifice. You either have money and you're not a good person, or you don't have money and you're an angel, a saint. You are someone who is giving and caring. It doesn't work that way. I feel like that's a flawed way, a flawed belief, a flawed way of thinking, because God never expects anyone to sacrifice their well-being or financial status, right? If you're going to be on a life purpose and you have a healing ability, or you're a spiritual person, that should never take away from the comforts of having enough money for bills and entertainment and everything in your life, and then some. And so I feel like you're kind of coming out of that situation or state of being where you kind of thought, well, you know what? It's my life purpose, and if I'm meant to be poor, I'm meant to be poor. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to sacrifice yourself that way and sacrifice the money part of it, because that's part of you. That's part of your energy. It's part of who you are. And so if you feel like you should be poor, that affects your everything, because that's not who you are. It's not who you're meant to be. It's not who you were created to be. You are meant to be comfortable and healthy, and you are meant to enjoy life. We're not put here to struggle. We are not put here to always be scrounging for money. We are put here to put the energy of joy and happiness and love out there. But if we don't feel that, how are we to bring in things that belong with us, like money, right? Happiness, joy. It's all about the inner you. And so how do you get to that place? I'm going to say and suggest that you start with, there's a lot out there on YouTube, a lot of guided meditations, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to recommend Jason Stevenson, and look him up, S-T-E, I think it's P-H, not V. I think it's Stevenson. I think so. He's Australian, and the reason I say he's Australian, not because I'm just pointing out that he's Australian, but because you'll recognize his accent. And if you look him up on YouTube, guys, when I started on this spiritual journey, that helped me so much. His guided meditations, he really truly is a blessing. And so I would suggest that you go look that up, try to find something that would be beneficial for you, okay? Because we need to allow ourselves to forgive, to whatever the situation is with you. Money fits into everything. It's not just money. It's not just tangible dollar bills or coins. It's part of us. It's who you are inside that either keeps you away from money or brings money in. And I don't know about you, but I want to bring money in. That's what I'm working towards. That's why I'm working towards looking into selling my artwork and putting love into my paintings and selling them with love, with the intention of not just bringing in paper money or coins, but giving back to myself, because I am so worthy of that, and so are you. Listen, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope you've gotten something out of it, and you kind of know where your energy is surrounding money right now, okay? You've had the patience, you've had this beautiful faith, you've had, some of you have been waiting, like I said, a very long time. But as you grow spiritually and you grow into this beautiful feeling of worthiness and see the beauty of who you are, you open the doors with the universe to those opportunities to increase your finances, okay? So just know that this is real. Know that these messages aren't just empty promises. It's the energy I pick up on all of you and what Spirit is seeing for all of you, okay? This is something that is beneficial for you, and I'm happy to be the messenger, because guys, this helps me too. I wish you all a very beautiful, before I go, I'm going to say one last thing. I see a diamond, so I'm hearing precious stones. It could be that somebody has been wanting to propose and offer you a nice, for some of you, a diamond ring. And now the door of opportunity is opening so that person can afford it, okay? And so that could go both ways. Could go for the person that's been wanting to do this and the person on the receiving end. I don't want to say too much because that's really all Spirit's telling me. But I was seeing that diamond. I was seeing it. It's worthy. It's beautiful. It's precious. And so are you. Have a beautiful day and days ahead. Until next time, guys, please be blessed. I send you love and light and healing. And God bless all of you. Namaste.